Parliament as the proceedings begin. Remember, with the opposition protesting over the S.I.R exercise being carried out in the state of Bihar, I.N.D.I.A Bloc MPs have staged a massive protest outside the Parliament. That is, ladies and gentlemen, the latest that is coming in. As far as the parliamentary proceedings are concerned, we're expecting them. These, of course, are visuals coming in from both the upper house as well as the lower house, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. The S.I.R is one issue that will take center stage. In fact, it has been taking center stage as far as the opposition is concerned. Another issue that the opposition might take up is, of course, of the Trump tariffs. Now, before we get you the details, we have the Election Commission of India's response, which has yet again fact-checked the opposition, saying 1 week and no objections received. My colleague Pratibha has more on this. All right, I will get to Pratibha in a bit, but let's tell you that, this has been what the Election Commission has been releasing as far as the claims and objections is concerned over the S.I.R. Even as the opposition protests in the Parliament premises, on social media, you've got opposition leaders giving out statements against the Election Commission of India carrying out the S.I.R exercise in Bihar. Yet, in the claims and objections that Election Commission, the poll panel, has asked from the opposition parties, whether they have any over these exercise being carried out in Bihar, there is no claim and objection that has been filed from the 1st of August till today, and that is what the poll panel has reiterated. My colleague Pratibha is with us. Pratibha, let's get our viewers more of what the poll panel has said as far as the objections are concerned.
Yes, so Shreya, we've heard Rahul Gandhi claim that he had 100% proof of election rigging in Karnataka, no proof whatsoever being given. We've seen the opposition leaders now protesting every single day over SIR, but it's been 1 week since the window was opened up for any redressal in the SIR exercise. Here is the Election Commission document, and this is the daily bulletin from the 1st of August, from the 7th of August, the time period that had been given. To the end of August, there is time for redressals to come in. Not a single party has filed any objection. Now, here it is, the I.N.D.I.A Party, Bahujan Samajwadi Party, BJP, Communist Party of India. And here is the interesting one, the Indian National Congress, with as many as 17,549 BLAs. Not a single objection has been filed. So it's been 7 days, not even one objection has been filed yet by the Congress Party or any of the allies who are protesting every day with a placard outside the Parliament. They have been claiming that real voters are being disenfranchised. But now, when the Election Commission has given a portal for redressal, not a single objection or claim has been filed. So this is the Election Commission document that put things into perspective. Despite the protests, despite the claims being made by the opposition, not a single objection has been filed with the Election Commission yet.
That's right. Pratibha, thanks very much for joining us with those details. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been what the poll panel has been releasing as far as details of the claims and objections are concerned. My colleague Rishabh also is with us this morning on the broadcast. Rishabh, the Parliament has begun. We're, of course, expecting the opposition to once again protest against the S.I.R. This despite the fact that none of these parties have raised any claims and objections with the poll panel, and that's what the Election Commission has stated, that while they do protest on the streets in the Parliament complex and give out statements against S.I.R. as well as the centre and the poll panel, they are not really raising any objections as far as the implementation of this exercise is concerned.
Well, sure, two things here. Yesterday, I.N.D.I.A Bloc leaders held a press conference at Vijay Chowk, just in front of Parliament, where they put forward their reservations with SIR. While many said that this is the stealing of the votes, Manoj Jha, the RJD leader, also a party that has gone to court against SIR, says that this is not stealing, this is basically dacoity in the garb of this whole revision of electoral votes. Now that the ECI charge that has come in, that how there hasn't been a single objection that has been filed by these political parties having all the BLAs, booth level agents for that matter, RJD very categorically said that we haven't been given the correct draft. There are discrepancies in the draft electoral roll as well. So the opposition is not ready to bust down. On Monday, opposition plans to have a protest march starting from the Parliament till the Election Commission of India here in New Delhi, on the streets of Patna as well. We have seen how against S.I.R the political parties are protesting. So while the government say that the Election Commission is free to do what they deem fit and as per constitutional purview, opposition say that this needs to come to Parliament. The Parliament needs to discuss this. And while there is an argument from the opposition, the ruling dispensation, that there is no one in the Parliament who can speak for Election Commission, opposition very categorically says that Parliament do have the mandate to discuss things here as well.
Right.
Remains to be seen how things unfold. Remains to be seen what S.I.R further snowballs into. Today there is an all-important I.N.D.I.A Bloc leaders meeting also here in Delhi, first after the Lok Sabha elections, where I.N.D.I.A Bloc fairly did well, bringing down the BJP's number to 240. So this is the first time that I.N.D.I.A Bloc is meeting post Lok Sabha elections. There was one meeting that was scheduled, but that could not take place physically. Today, be it Uddhav Thackeray, be it Sharad Pawar, be it Mamata Banerjee, all of them are coming together to hold I.N.D.I.A Bloc leaders meeting. Its outcome will also be very, very interesting. On the floor of the House, opposition is going to continue the protest. Makar Dwar also saw the protest at 10:30, and Parliament will be abuzz with the word called S.I.R, Special Revision Initiative. Remains to be seen how things unfold from here.
Absolutely. Rishabh, we will of course keep coming back to you for the latest that's happening in the Parliament. Let's also listen into the reaction that's coming in from the Bharatiya Janata Party.
SIR तो बहाना है, बिना सिर पैर की बातें करके पार्लियामेंट को बंधक बनाना है। यही कांग्रेस का ECI पर निशाना है, क्योंकि परिवार को हार से बचाना है। SIR पर चर्चा चाहती है कांग्रेस पार्टी। मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे साहब ने लेटर भी लिखा है कि भाई पार्लियामेंट में चर्चा होनी चाहिए। मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी, आप ये जानते हैं कि कोई भी मैटर जो सब जुडिस होता है, जैसे SIR का मामला सब जुडिस है, उसकी चर्चा पार्लियामेंट में नहीं हो सकती। पार्लियामेंट के रूल्स ये अलाउ नहीं करते। इसके अलावा पुराने स्पीकर्स और चेयरमैन ने ऑलरेडी रूलिंग दी है कि जो ऑटोनॉमस इंस्टीट्यूशंस होते हैं जिसका कोई जवाब नहीं दे सकता, इलेक्शन कमीशन जैसे, उनके वर्किंग और फंक्शनिंग की चर्चा पार्लियामेंट में नहीं हो सकती। पर फिर भी उसके बाद इस पर हंगामा करना, तमाशा करना, जबकि ये मैटर सुप्रीम कोर्ट में है। और यदि आपको लगता है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट के अंदर मैटर है और कुछ लोगों के नाम गलत डिलीट किए गए हैं, तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने क्यों नहीं रखते आप? जो 60-65 लाख लोगों का डेटा है जो अभी ड्राफ्ट रोल पब्लिश हुआ है और डिलीटेड नेम्स है 60-65 लाख, उसमें से चलिए 6 लाख नहीं, 60,000 नहीं, 600 नाम तो पेश कीजिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट में। और हर रोज एक बुलेटिन आता है इलेक्शन कमीशन का कि कितनी शिकायतें दर्ज करवाई गई इलेक्टोरल रोल के खिलाफ या उसमें नाम एडिशन या गलत डिलीशन के खिलाफ। तो एक भी कंप्लेंट अपने BLA से नहीं करवाए है। मतलब कांग्रेस और RJD जिनके 60-70 हजार BLA हैं, एक भी शिकायत नहीं कर रहे। शिकायत सीधा पार्लियामेंट में हो रही है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में नहीं हो रही, इलेक्शन कमीशन के सामने नहीं हो रही। इलेक्शन कमीशन बार बार बुलाता है तो बोलते एटम बॉम्ब है, फोड़ दूंगा, पर ये जो प्रूफ है, प्रमाण है, वो कभी दिखाते नहीं है। अभी तो हमने देखा ना कि किस प्रकार से कर्नाटका के होम मिनिस्टर परमेश्वर जी ने बोला कि हम तो EVM से पहले बूथ रिगिंग और बूथ कैप्चरिंग कराते थे। पहले EVM पर मोर्चा खोला था, EVM का मामला सुप्रीम कोर्ट से निकल गया, तो अब इलेक्टोरल रोल पर जब महाराष्ट्र में दाल नहीं गली, हरियाणा में दाल नहीं गली, कर्नाटका में कोई प्रूफ नहीं दिया, तो अब बिहार के विषय पर केवल एक एलिबाई बनाना है।
So that is the BJP retorting at the opposition statements as far as SIR is concerned. What we're getting to know at the moment, viewers, is also that Rajya Sabha has been adjourned till 2 p.m. after ruckus caused by the opposition. The proceedings were disrupted. Now remember, I.N.D.I.A Bloc has been protesting at Parliament's Makar Dwar. Leaders have raised slogans against the Election Commission, the Modi government, as well as the SIR. Posters read, "We won't be deleted, discuss SIR." Take a look.
The I.N.D.I.A Bloc leaders today again are protesting at the Makar Dwar of the Parliament against the SIR, and you can see that how slogans are being raised by the opposition party MPs, and they say that SIR should be discussed in the Parliament, and they say, and they have been saying this for past many days, and they are not allowing Parliament to function. They want debate and discussion on the issue of SIR in the parliament, and they say that with SIR will deny the rights of voting to the minorities, EBCs and the backward classes. And look at these visuals over here, that how the slogans are being raised against the Election Commission, SIR and the Modi government. Discussion, not deletion, is what these posters say. Discussion delayed, democracy denied. Chuppi nahi, jawab chahiye. We won't be deleted. Discuss SIR. So again, what we expect is that today again, the opposition parties, the I.N.D.I.A Bloc leaders will be raising the issue of SIR in the parliament. We know for a fact that how they have been demanding discussion and debate on the parliament, but Kiran Rijiju, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, have clearly stated that the issue of SIR cannot be discussed in parliament. So whether we'll again see a washout in the parliament, because the opposition says that they will be raising this issue in both the houses unless and until the debate and discussion on the issue of SIR takes place in the parliament. Mohit Bhatt for Times Now.
Now, even as these protests continue, viewers, what we're getting to know at the moment is that both houses of the parliament have been adjourned. Lok Sabha has been adjourned till noon, while Rajya Sabha has been adjourned till 2 p.m. This is after the opposition was creating ruckus and they wanted the SIR issue to be discussed. Remember, the centre has been reiterating that they're ready to discuss and debate every issue that the opposition wants them to discuss, yet these protests go on every day. Parliamentary proceedings are disrupted and important issues are not discussed in the parliament. My colleague Rishabh continues to be with us. He's been tracking the proceedings in the parliament. Rishabh, both houses now adjourned, Lok Sabha till noon, Rajya Sabha till 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Of course, this comes despite the centre assuring the opposition that they are ready to discuss and debate every issue, including SIR.
Well, see, SIR is something, that is bone of contention between opposition and the ruling dispensation. Opposition say, okay, you cannot discuss SIR per se. And this is coming in from the press conference yesterday, where while we were speaking to various leaders, be it P. Santosh from CPM, John Batas of CPI, or for that matter, CPM, or for that matter, Sagarika Ghosh, Manoj Jha, Sandeep Pathak, all of these leaders were there in the leadership of Mallikarjun, one of the senior most leaders from the I.N.D.I.A Bloc right now. They all say that, okay, let's not discuss SIR per se. SIR could be a part of the discussion. Let's talk about electoral reforms in general in the parliament, and that parliament definitely has the right to do, and that is something that the opposition is now talking about. Remember, there are at least 13 bills as we are talking that needs to be passed. 2 weeks, or for that matter 2.5 weeks, have been washed out. Next week you will have very less of sitting, given that there is Independence Day, and post that just 1 week, 21st of August is when the session ends. 13 bills are there to be passed. There are important bills. The I.N.D.I.A bill that needs to be passed very much, because there's an international pressure on Indian sports bodies as well, given that this bill has not been passed yet, and this bill do have regulations that needs to be in place for the international regulations to be satisfied. Apart from that, the income tax bill that went to the standing committee has come back to the parliament. That needs to be cleared by the parliament. That is also very important. These are the two important bills that need to be cleared. Apart from that, there are other bills as well. Having said that, if we talk about parliament, what is holding things at ransom? Opposition is not ready to buzz in. Okay. They say that SIR, the special intensive revision of the electoral roll of Bihar, is nothing but an experiment that is being done in Bihar, and this will be continued in Bengal, Kerala, Tamil Nadu as well, and the opposition parties are not ready to do it. They call it dacoity of mandate. Apart from that,
let's see how the day pans out. Parliament has been adjourned right now. Both houses have been adjourned. Let's see whether they are able to carry out business after they resume through the day. Rishabh, thanks very much for joining us.